Hello everyone, this is S. Gold, back with another open source software video. Today I'm going to be walking through the more advanced vehicles demo, which I've been working on for the past couple months, so I hope the demo goes well. First thing to notice is we've got this new powered by startup screen, which keeps you thinking about other things while the software loads up its assets. So I'm going to get it going now, and this is your cue. Oh, there he is, our hero Jamie, showing off his martial arts talent. All right, so the first thing that's happened since the last release is the vehicle models got upgraded. There are actually 5 different vehicles included in the demo. This is the Grand Tourer. There's also GTR Nismo, the pickup truck, which has been vastly upgraded since the last release, hatchback, also vastly upgraded, and dune buggy. All these vehicles were free assets I got from Sketchfab, and I'll tell you more about those later. There's also some upgrades to the worlds. There's this is the racetrack world. There's also a playground world, which was the original world asset. And also added some new options. Under customization, we can select what we want the engine to sound like. Maybe like that. There's a volume control, so we can get the volume just the way we like it, or mute it. We can pause the physics. That doesn't alter the sound at all. And other things, we can customize the sky. There are now 3 different skies. Animated day, animated night. I'll stick with the quarry for now. Those animated skies, of course, were done using Sky Control, which is one of my really old projects. There's also different speedometer options if you're comfortable in kilometers or world units, which happen to be meters in this case. You can see your speed measured in those units. I'm going to stick with miles. Tire smoke is a lot better than it was before. Previously, you just see a couple little red sparks every time you started up on a from a dead start. Now you can actually adjust what color you want the tire smoke to be. Gray is the default, and I like that a lot, so I'm going to stick with that. And also, you can customize the wheels. This is purely cosmetic; it doesn't change the dynamics of the vehicle, but we can give our dune buggy alloy wheels because they got the cool reflections, which show up great in our physically based renders. All right, so that's kind of some of the superficial stuff. But of course, it's a driving simulator, so the key thing is how does it perform when you're trying to drive. So let's give it a start now. One thing that's changed is it starts up with power on. You can always switch the power off, but it's much better with the power on. And I'm going to start driving now. It's the W key that is the accelerator, and the S key is the brake. And I steer using the A and D keys. I'm pretty familiar with this playground because I've been using it to test the software. So I know what I want to do, and I want to make the big jump through the tube. Make sure there's nobody in there. I'm going to honk the horn. That's the H key for honking the horn. Now with the dune buggy, you don't have a lot of power. And the dune buggy's lucky if it even makes it up the ramp here. So we're not expecting a big jump. Dune buggy's in high gear and it's doing just over 40 miles per hour. It's just struggling to get up this ramp here. By the way, don't try this in a real dune buggy because we're about to take a bit of a drop. Whee! Really need some sound effect for those crashes. But the dune buggy is completely unharmed. You notice the tires there laying down some skid marks. They're also generating smoke as we do that. So you'll notice there's be a... I'll do a little donut here so you can actually see the smoke and the tire skid marks. All right, let's pick a slightly more exciting vehicle. I'm going to do the pickup truck. It's not a super fast vehicle, but it's got some power. And my pickup adventure is always to try and get on the racetrack. The racetrack has these really high guardrails, so the best way to get onto the racetrack is to use the jump ramps. And we made it. So you can see obviously how this would be adapted possibly into a racing game. I need to develop some of that technology, but a lot of the basic stuff is already there in place. The pickup truck isn't real challenging because it doesn't go very fast. When you get into a fast vehicle, and I think the Nismo is the fastest one, then the challenge is just controlling the skids, because it skids a lot when you try and steer at high speed. And of course that's all tunable. If we wanted to, we could go in and adjust various parameters to make the wheels grip better or whatever is needed to keep it from skidding. But I enjoy the challenge, actually, of driving a fast car on this. We can do some rough terrain here. But yeah, it just skids a lot. One thing that's fun to do with the fast vehicles is to take them over here to the half pipe. Whoa! There, I just lost control. So I go over here to the half pipe. You get there a lot faster in the Nismo because it's going 100 miles an hour. Woo! Don't crash. Alright. But you can really catch some air with a vehicle like this. I mean, it just... And luckily nobody gets hurt if you land upside down. Whee! Okay, this time I land upside down. Whoop, not quite. Anyway, there's a way to get out of it if you land upside down, but I can't demonstrate it until I land upside down, so what should I do? Okay, here's reverse. The E key is reverse. Steer left. Hard left. Back in the half pipe. It's really hard to land the Nismo upside down. It's got a really low center of gravity. Unrealistically low. Oh well. Some other day. Anyway, that's the walkthrough. And it's up right now. Source code is available, of course. I should give credit to the people who created the vehicle models because I could never have done anything so nice. Thomas Van Thorn, Mauro Zampaoli, Stephen Okarv258, who's done some amazing stuff with the HCR2, and Daniel Zebatinsky. Plus, of course, all the software people who made this possible. I could have done it by myself. Thank you so much. See you later.